The forest was ancient, vast beyond measure, and alive in ways that could not be explained by sound alone. Long before dawn, before the light could touch the canopy, massive serpents moved silently through different parts of the jungle, their bodies so large that the ground itself seemed to breathe as they passed. Their scales brushed against roots older than memory, leaving paths of crushed leaves and broken earth behind them. These snakes were not hunting in haste. They moved with the certainty of creatures that had ruled this land for generations. Scattered across the forest, unaware of the scale of danger surrounding them, small children wandered under towering trees, their laughter echoing faintly before being swallowed by distance. Far above them, monkeys moved through the canopy with disciplined strength, leaping from branch to branch, running across thick limbs, pausing only to scan the forest floor below. Their movements were not playful. They were searching, sensing disturbances in the balance of the jungle. As the sun began to rise, a tiger emerged from dense undergrowth, his powerful body moving with controlled confidence. His cubs followed closely, small but alert, staying within the safety of his shadow. The tiger paused, sat briefly, scanning the forest as birds scattered from nearby branches. Then he rose and continued walking, each step deliberate, each breath steady. Monkeys watched from above, silent and calculating, aware that something massive was moving far beneath the surface of the forest. The tiger reached a river, its waters dark and slow-moving. He lowered his head and drank, the ripples spreading outward across the surface. Nearby, unseen beneath the water, a massive snake shifted, its body sliding through the depths like a living current. The tiger crossed where fallen trees formed a natural bridge, emerging on the other side and continuing forward. Moments later, the snake surfaced where he had been, slipping silently into the same path. When the tiger stepped back toward the water again, their paths finally aligned. They met face to face at the river's edge. The air seemed to collapse under the weight of their presence. The tiger reacted instantly, turning and running, muscles burning as he pushed his cubs ahead. Behind him, the snake followed, not fast, not frantic, but unstoppable, its immense body tearing through forest and water alike. The chase was brutal. Trees cracked, roots tore free. The tiger fought desperately, but the distance closed. At the edge of a rocky ledge, with nowhere left to run, he turned and placed himself between the snake and his cubs. There was no hesitation, no retreat. The battle was short and devastating. The snake's coils tightened, and the forest echoed with a final roar that carried across cliffs and water before fading into silence. The tiger fell. The cubs survived only because the monkeys moved. From above, massive shapes descended through the canopy. The monkeys did not scream or charge blindly. They watched first, assessed, and then acted. One of them drew the cubs away from danger, guiding them into the trees, while others positioned themselves across rocks and branches. The snake, satisfied, began to move on, but the balance of the forest had already shifted. As evening approached, the monkeys gathered deep within the jungle. There was no chaos, no panic. They worked with purpose. Heavy branches were broken, stones sharpened, paths cleared. The forest itself seemed to assist them, leaves rustling softly, shadows stretching longer as the sun sank low. The cubs watched from a safe distance, silent and wide-eyed. Night fell, and the river became their battlefield. Mist rose from the water as the monkeys approached, moving in formation. The surface of the river was calm, but beneath it, something vast stirred. The snake returned, and then something even larger followed. Its mother, an ancient force whose body dwarfed everything around her. When she emerged, the river boiled, rocks shifted, and trees trembled. The monkeys attacked not with rage, but with precision. From above, branches struck the water. From the sides, stones hit massive coils. The snake retaliated, water exploding upward as her body whipped through the river. Monkeys leapt, dodged, climbed, and struck again. One rode a powerful forest horse across shallow waters, delivering blows before vanishing back into cover. The battle raged through water and stone, through moonlight and mist. The mother snake was unstoppable, but she was not alone anymore. She was surrounded, challenged, forced to respond to coordinated intelligence rather than fear. Still, her power was immense. She crushed rocks beneath her coils, lashed out with devastating force, and sent shockwaves through the river that knocked monkeys from their footing. Again and again, the monkeys regrouped. They adjusted. They waited for openings. The cubs remained hidden, guarded at all times. Every movement was calculated. Every strike served a purpose. As the sun approached dawn, the monkeys launched their final coordinated assault. From multiple directions, weapons struck in perfect timing. The water erupted, the air filled with sound and motion. The mother snake recoiled, not defeated, but forced back. Slowly, with the dignity of an ancient ruler withdrawing rather than falling, she retreated into the depths of the river. The forest grew quiet. The river calmed. Mist drifted low across the surface as the last ripples faded. Monkeys emerged from trees and rocks,